is Flip. I'm on Flip side, and whatever little Tuesday versus Friday jokes these niggas got, oh, hey, Chatter.
We're about to see what Mona is really made of. Now, we know that she has given us her background in the streets, but we are about to see what she is made of in these content streets, okay? Because it looks like Academics is not the only one that has smoke with her. One of her fellow podmates is firing shots too. Now, I know what you are going to say is Mona has been out here. Mona is a comedian. Mona has been doing her own pod. But it's different when you're podding with one other person instead of 6 to 7 other people, as well as Joe's audience is very interactive. So you not only have the cast, you have the audience, you have clippers, and now you have Academics in the mix. And you guessed it, QueenzFlip. QueenzFlip has been MIA from the pods. We already know that they are alternating and that they are not on the pods together. We still don't know why, but I'm paying attention. I'm watching, okay? As a matter of fact, in the beginning of the episode, they're joking around and Joe tells him that his voice should be heard first in intro in the pod. And then here goes Ice.
What's crazy? He don't do that Fridays.
Of course he don't do that Fridays, because you know he has to cater. He has to cater in order to erase.
What do you think Flip is talking about here? Erase what?
Can't say that.
Look,
He has to cater in order
you
to
fall for they
He has to cater in order to erase.
Look, you don't
You know,
have
he gotta erase.
it's so
Maybe he's referring to Joe trying to fix the alleged behavior or viewpoint the audience has of how they treat women up there. So he is catering to Mona. Okay. So after that, here goes Mark getting Flip wound up.
It's like we just wind
He
them
gotta,
up.
you know, yeah, he gotta do that.
You could have just chose not to. It's not even true what they said.
Is it though? We're going to get to that in just a second. But before we do, one thing about Mark is he is going to get his lick back and he does not forget.
No, it's true.
No, it's true. Go.
Sometimes
listen.
he don't even be sitting down on Friday when the show starts. Sometimes he just get him, girl.
On the episode that we are going to talk about in just a second, where Mona was in the seat where Flip is, Joe got snippy with Mark and kind of gave each other a look because Joe was saying he was waiting to see who was going to start the segment and he hadn't taken his seat yet. Now, the Cap City episode that aired December 8th started with Mona entering the pod and pretending she was Joe.
Hold up, stop.
Getting on Mark for taking a sip.
Stop fucking sipping that cup. Stop it. You niggas sip cups at the wrong time. We don't have time for that.
And then telling Parks, all right, go ahead, start.
All right, Parks, we're
Yes,
gonna do
Mr.
it
Joe.
again.
Ice and Ish for breathing.
Not too much breathing.
Yes, Mrs. Joe.
Yes,
Not too
Miss
much
Joe.
breathing.
Yes, Miss Joe.
And if that wasn't enough, this is how she thinks Joe sounds.
Man, shut the fuck up!
So fast forward, they start getting into some light topics and then Joe joins them and here goes Mark.
Welcome. I hope it was everything you needed it to be. Did you hear this?
He's such a fucking Virgo.
watch y'all and see if y'all was capable of starting the show.
Oop. It looks like Mark is not the favorite anymore. There is a new girl in town.
Hate to crush your bathroom joke. Hey, you killed the motherfucking Mr. Joe. Hey, you still sipping? Stop this recording. Yo.
That's that same laugh he did when Imani threw that fidget spinner at him. Remember? All right, so now we got the gist of what is going on, and then fast forward to the next episode where Flip is on. This is on 885, I Don't See Beauty, and they start talking about should gyms have a dress code and what is appropriate and what's not appropriate. According to Joe, women have been complaining online about what other women are wearing to the gym, so I had to go look and find out for myself what exactly were they complaining about. Seems this debate started from a man posting on TikTok about gym outfits have gotten out of control.
I know it's 2024 and people are supposed to be able to do whatever they want apparently, but these gym outfits are getting out of control. So when you go to the gym now, sometimes what these girls are wearing is just like, it's so revealing that there's nothing left to the imagination. But I don't mean that in like a really good way, like it's super attractive. It's more like, please have some more dignity for yourself and what you're sharing and how you present yourself, because that's not for everybody and it's not the environment to share that. Like, and I'm not being totally unreasonable. Like, I just mean some of these super tight, it's this and it's so like skin tight that it's just all kind of there. So That's just my opinion. Whatever. Yeah, people can, do what they want. I don't think that's as attractive when everything's kind of just there and it's like you're okay with just strutting around and kind of having that there for everybody.
But that's a topic for another day. So let me set the scene for you. They were talking on a pod and the conversation turned to being in the gym and content creators setting up the cameras and the tripods and all that stuff. So Joe decides to ask the question, do any of the fellas look at women, certain area? And, the fellas are like, no, whatever. Because you already know the fellas are like, you are not about to get me into something, especially not before the holidays, okay? QueenzFlip goes to give his answer. Mark, being Mark, takes a shot at Flip. But if you know, Flip has been in the gym working out, so he was able to give an answer on this topic.
The shit I had on them niggas like, Flip, if you don't get the fuck out of here.
And of course, here comes Joe Budden taking his shots as well at QueenzFlip.
Back to camel toe.
Gotta get it. So palm me.
But Flip fires back at Joe with this.
You have enough of that. You have enough on this seat of that. My fault.
Oh my. Is he talking about what I think he's talking about?
Correct it with me. Yeah. Correct it with me.
Oh, shit. Kitty got claws.
No kitty claws. This sounds like Lionheart has got his pod mojo back and he's coming out swinging. It looks like Mona is going to have her hands full now that she is a mentee of Mr. Joe Budden. Why do I say that? Well, step 1 of the Joe Budden Pod Games syllabus is academics. If you remember back when, maybe 2 years or so ago, QueenzFlip went through the same thing.
QueenzFlip, some New York nigga. It's a prank nigga, some shit like that, or whatever you do.
Coincidentally wearing a Respect Woman shirt. And now he just called Mona all kinds of names. And I know she is guided in her because Mona makes me laugh. Yes, she might be a little rough around the edges, but I look forward to the pods that she is on. And I'm going to look even more forward to seeing the whole squad together.
I'm not with all the division. I'm not with fucking up the morale or some shit.
And now Joe has Mark, which will be phase 2, where they can play good cop, bad cop. And he's already setting the stage right here.
I'm on Flip side in all of that shit that Mark is going to try to do.
I know one thing. The Pod Games 2026 is about to be crazy. And just look at Ice. He already came dressed ready. I don't know if he is number, what were the girl dad numbers, 246 or 333? But as they say, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. The one thing I will say is you can't sit the same way you sit in your living room on a pod when you got a camera pointed right at you, okay? Do you think Mona's going to clap back at Flip or they're just going to move on from this? Drop your thoughts of what you think about Flip being back on Fridays with Mona and what do you hope to see? And let's talk about it in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, and go check out my Patreon.